So hello everybody. I know it's been a little while since the last recording, but it is December 8th, 2025. So very grateful to have people here and to celebrate today, which, today is the day, right? As they always say, because that's all we have. The question that we came up with today was talking about things that we wish we could have maybe done differently, or maybe maybe we don't regret, but maybe in that moment we did, but looking back, we don't anymore. So those are good conversation pieces, and a lot of people talked about major changes or people passing, and looking back, knowing right, precious those precious moments that we made, and sometimes those moments we make decisions were the right ones or not, and but yeah, so it was beautiful introspection with reflection and gratitude. So think about that if you're watching the recording. So for phrases, I like to read a gratitude saying by Lucas Johnson. And this is from Gratitude Living. If you haven't heard of their website, you can sign up for their emails. I love them. So gratitude situates one well to know what we can be and must be done to challenge inequity. It situates one to see opportunity where others see despair. So let me say that one again, because that's a different, gratitude situates one well to know what we can be and must be done to challenge inequity. It situates one to see opportunity where others see despair. So that's Lucas Johnson. And I'm not sure who Lucas Johnson is offhand. They just send you a lot of good stuff. So that is something to think about. So the little reading, little ideas. The song that came to my mind is an original song, and I have not recorded it with you guys since I've written it. I wrote it November 18th. That's when I finalized. I felt it coming for a couple weeks. I was feeling, the song came out of kind of me feeling FOMO, fear of missing out, and feeling like things were just not working out, just right. One of those moments. And this is inspired by a quote. They talked about being thankful for things that don't work out. And so I changed things and made it rhyming and made it into a song. So that's what I'm going to lead for you today. So let me know if you can't hear my guitar. You can hear it? Let me see. Okay, it's in tune. I gotta make sure too it's in tune, so it's easy to forget. So it's called Keep Going, and I'll put a link in the my chair came out too much there. I put a link in the chat. Okay, my guitar is rubbing against this. Okay, I'm like, what's making that noise? And I want to thank for people that came to my first concert. I do have it unlisted just because it has a lot of songs on there, all original, but it's shared within friends. So if you want to see that first concert that I had, which was December 7th, that was yesterday, if you can believe that. It was wonderful, and I'm so grateful people came. It was really sweet, and it was really sweet. So I'm really grateful that you came. All right, so let me see if I can get your guitar a little bit in there. Okay. Be thankful for the doors that closed, the plans that don't work out, for the missed opportunities and what you consider a loss. Some of it was divine protection, and some of it was redirection. You may not see it now, but it was needed to be found. You don't need to figure it all out. You don't need to live in doubt. You don't need to compare yourself. You don't need others to be loved. Trust. going. Trust, breathe, reflect, keep going. Every unanswered prayer, every detour, every delay, it played a role. It brought you closer to today. The universe is not in a rush, and neither should you be. What is yours is not lost, and what is meant for you will come easily. You don't need to figure it all out. You don't need to live in doubt. You don't need to compare yourself. You don't need others to be loved. Trust. Breathe. Reflect. Keep going. Trust, breathe, reflect, keep going. I'm going to do it one more time and feel it. Trust, breathe, reflect, keep going. Yay! Thank you. And it was so lovely. People on the Zoom recording are dancing. So it's so beautiful to see you dancing to my song. So yay! Thank you. I want to thank you. So that is a song. We're talking about inspiring and things about regret and, you know, keep going. And I really appreciate you on that. All right, let's do a little bit of movement. I know you guys like to do movement, so I am going to flip my view. I'm in a different part of my house, which is fun to do. Let me see if it works. Hopefully, my laptop is giving me problems, so. And I think this is on auto zooming, so if it gets too much, I think I'm just do half my body. I'll do simpler movements, maybe torso up, just because like my camera, this iPad, doesn't do very well. All right, so let's get in our bodies and just kind of bounce, letting our bodies loosen, get grounded. Yeah, so bounce, feeling loose and soft. And just take a nice deep breath. Just letting it bounce and letting the sound come out of you. Doing that again. And just feeling soft. Yeah, letting it shake it off. Maybe whatever, you know, you thought was stressing you out today or, you know, bothered you. And let's do that one time more because we like sets of threes. And just feel more refreshed. And I know some of you, let's tap the sides, the lung meridian points. And you can still bounce if you want, or if that's too much for you, I can take that out because my guitar's not tapping that. But just gently tapping the lungs. Doing opposites is good for the brain. It helps the nervous system calm down. So by just triggering opposites, that helps. And I'm going to lock the door, make sure nobody opens it. Then they'll be on the recording. So, all right, good. And then let's tap the kidney points. So gently going around and tapping the kidneys. If it hurts, make it lighter, softer. It shouldn't bother you. You're welcome to do this in the chair as well. And then slowly coming down. We could skip the bunny ear ones where we flap our hands just to be different. This is a nice warm up. I like to do little hip swivels. So let me get closer so you can see, and maybe you see it now, it's adjusting. So imagine like we're making the infinity circle with our hands, with our hips. So gently shifting our weight to one side. I know you can't see my whole body, but improvise. Shifting the weight to the other. Going back. And shifting it to the other. Good. And it's like a nice little circle. So kind of like on the forward of your toes, going back to the heels, going to the toes on your other foot, going the back of the heels, going to the front, shifting it back, going forward. So it's a nice body awareness of your body. What are you doing in this moment? Going back. See, maybe pushing the envelopes of your comfort of, I'm losing my balance, knowing what is in your comfort range. And there is actually, and Tai Chi for better balance, Tai Chi Chuan for better balance, they actually have you almost practice falling back in the practice. They actually do. They have you practicing and following forward, but within your comfort zone. But anyways, we're not going to do that on a recording, but something to notice as we're shifting our weight and feeling the soles of our feet. Feeling grounded into this earth. And then slowly coming to a stop. And having our hands face the earth as well, feeling palms facing the earth. And settling into the body. And I'm going to do a motion. You can't see my feet. Granted, you can't. But imagine you have one foot in front. The foot goes out. We're going to do working the pulleys, which I love this one. So the hand goes out, other hand goes back. And it's going to be fun to see how this auto zoom happens. So the other one goes back. Then I shift that way forward. The hand goes forward. And this one goes back. So I want to do it sideways too. So you can see. But don't you switch. But just so you can see it. I'm going back. Hand goes back. As I go forward. Right, that goes forward. So I want to turn around so you can see it better. So hand goes forward. Hands going back. So that and you should feel a gentle turning of the torso, right? My head's staying straight, but my body, my shoulders are turning, my torso is turning. If that feels like too much to you, just improvise. Always be comfortable with your body movements. This one feels like I'm swimming the breaststroke, right? I love that feeling. And doing that again, one more time. And then we'll bring that hand back, pick your foot up and come back to center. Taking a moment to breathe. And now we do the other side. Shifting that weight, hand goes out. I forgot to mirror you guys, but technically you go to your left hand first and the other. But if you goof up, totally okay to do the right hand first. Because technically, as a teacher on Zoom, I mirror you. I do my right hand first, so it's okay to do it that way. So noticing that rotation in the torso as I shift the weight and come back. And there's no right way or wrong way to breathe. I know somebody in my Tuesday evening classes was asking me, in this practice, you don't say how to breathe, and that's correct. In this practice, they don't want you breathing a certain way, except for one movement, which is called joyous breath, which is one of my favorites to do as well as this one. I think I've done that before, but I can show you something different. All right. Let's do that 2 more times because I didn't count. I'll be honest. I'm just enjoying. And one more time. It's a lot of times. If we do it at least 9 times, hands come around and come to rest. So taking a deep breath, being honest with yourself and being okay with that. All right, so let's do the next movement, which is passing clouds. So I don't do that. This is the only movement where we step out to the right side first. So I will mirror you this time because I remembered. So we're going to step out to the right, and the left hand's going to come up. It's going to go down and up, kind of scooping around, and it comes back. So think whatever hand is on top is the direction I'm going to go. So then I'm going to add the other hand, go down. So I'm going in that direction. That hand goes out, and then this hand, right, it goes out. It almost looks like kind of like windmills. It also, just think, okay, what am I doing? Well, just think if I'm shifting my weight, that hand is on top. So just keep it simple. Some people can get confused with this movement, and you don't have to overthink it. Just get comfortable in your body, familiar with what are you doing. We're shifting the weight. This hand is rising up. I shift the weight, the other hand, and let it be a really meditative, soft movement coming from your core. And this is called Passing Clouds from Tai Chi Chih. Wonderful practice. I'm teaching on Tuesday nights here in the 196 School District or Community Ed. And let's do that 2 more times. And 1 more. Going to the side. And then we bring that bottom hand and foot in and come to rest. Good. Let's do 1 more, 2. This one is a nice one. I feel like a good stretch in the back would feel good right now. So that Daisy Lee one that we like, hand right up. Feel like you're a ballerina. We have someone on the call that's a ballet, good dancer, so pretend, that's easy to pretend. Pulling up, got this beautiful pulling up, turning from your core, let the palm face the earth, and then rising up. And the other side. And like, I'm sorry that you can't see my full view. My laptop Zoom count is totally messed up. And go to the other side. Should feel like a nice letting go. So this is a movement from Daisy Lee, from Zhang Fugong, which is the yin and yang organs. So organs have yin and yang characteristics, and if you're not familiar what yin and yang is, that's the dark and the light, the up and the down, you know, the dark emptiness, right, versus solid state. So everything has a yin and yang. And let's do that 2 more times, turning the torso, letting the hands come down, bringing the hands up, turning the torso 1 last time. And the other. Good. Hand comes to center, letting it relax. Let's do maybe 1 more movement. Some of you guys are getting warm. I'm getting warm too. I'm like, I got my t-shirt, but let's do 1 more that's called Row the Boat. I've seen it a couple times. This is from Shibashi. Hands going down, rising up. Just a nice rotation. If you have shoulder issues, you could make it smaller, you know. But if you want that shoulder rotation, swing it higher. Listen to your body. All right, good. And it feels like a nice, gentle stretch at the same time. And 1 more. And I said it would be my last movement, but after doing that last movement, I feel like doing this other one where the hands rise up, interlock at the finger, stretch up. So this is supposed to help with the stomach and the spleen meridian, and this is from 8-piece Brocade. So hand comes together. Oh, it did focus a little bit lower this time. fingers connect, stretch. I'm gonna step back, see if it, I want to have to change my settings so it doesn't autofocus. So hands come up, interlock, stretch, and slowly come down. Yeah, it feels good. This movement does have a little bit of like a stretching. You can do it like this way, a little bit easier on the joints, or if you want to go straight up, play with it. See what feels better in your body. I've seen it both ways. So just giving you a few options to make it easier, and then slowly coming down. Let's do that 2 more times. And letting that go. And 1 more. And release. Good. So we're going to sit down for the next portion. Grab a scarf, if you have one, for the later part. We'll do the lymphatic work, which is always fun to do. Oops, sorry, my thumb's blocking that. But so grab a scarf. I'm going to look at the time. Yeah, we got enough time. Usually we do a little meditation chanting, and why don't we grab some water if you have it close by. And a lot of great, wonderful energy that might be been stuck or stagnant. So getting that going. So letting that go. So feeling comfortable in your body wherever that feels good for you. Yeah, if you're feeling hot, getting situated in our body and thinking about, things that are going on in our lives. It's a very happy time of the year, end of December, for a lot of people celebrating many holidays, Kwanzaa, solstice, Christmas, Hanukkah, right? There's so many wonderful holidays in the month of December, the New Year, so many things. I'm sure I missed a few. But in the month of December, as we can feel the seasons changing, winter is officially going to begin here, but it really has in Minnesota. It's very cold right now. So feeling centered in our bodies and reflecting on the things that we talked about today, about gratitude, about things that maybe we wish could have been changed, but looking back, we realize it was for the best. And where does that feel in our bodies? So noticing a feeling, that you have in your body. Maybe it's happiness, sadness, anger, fear. Maybe you feel it somewhere in your body, or maybe you can't feel it anywhere in your body, but maybe it's in your throat. Maybe it's a stuck feeling in your kidneys. If you're more sensitive and you're more aware, if you're the type of person, I have no idea, could be in your shoulders. A lot of people carry a lot in their shoulders and they don't realize it. So think about where you might be carrying your stress or tension. Sometimes, maybe you're hunched forward if you're outside cold more. And then you realize, oh, yeah, I'm carrying a lot there in my body. So noticing your heart, comforting your body. So if you want to put somewhere your hands on your torso, your body, your legs, I invite you to do that. And I invite you to listen to these phrases. This is a phrase, I love all those Tibetan prayers like may you, may I. And this is one that a friend of mine, Nicole, shared with us at a retreat. And I've saved the words that she wrote on the flip chart, and I'm going to read them to you in this meditation. So I know she studied a lot with Tara Brach, and she's a very nice person. So getting centered in your body, placing your hands, maybe you felt it in your throat. And I invite you, or your spleen, who knows? May you accept yourself exactly as you are. May you like yourself. May you be safe and happy. May you become freer and freer from which keeps you stuck. May you trust in the natural joy of being alive. And those are the phrases, and I'm going to read them again to you again. And maybe instead of you, I want to say I. See if that resonates more in your body. So may I accept myself exactly as I am. May I like myself. May I be safe and happy. May I become freer and freer from what keeps me stuck. May I trust in the natural joy of being alive. So soak that in. Just notice how it feels. Maybe you can feel your heart beating. And let's do that again with the words we, as a collective consciousness, as we navigate this time and reality in this world where it's not at peace, right? So may we accept ourselves exactly as we are. May we like ourselves. May we be safe and happy. May we become freer and freer from that which keeps us stuck. And may we trust in the natural joy of being alive. So as we're finishing slowly this meditation, I want you to maybe think about being in your favorite happy spot. Maybe it's on the beach, some beautiful location, or maybe it's walking on a bridge, the Stone Arch Bridge. Maybe it's maybe your backyard in nature, the woods, growing up, a childhood place, somewhere that you find that intrigues you. That Lake Superior is a big one for me. I love visiting. Some people love Stillwater, right? Going to that river front. And think about, may you trust in the natural joy of being alive. Feeling the feet on the ground where you're at. Feeling the sun just gently, caress your skin. The wind gently supporting you on your back. The earth is keeping you nourished and upright. And know that you are trusting in nature, the natural joy of being alive. It's going to provide you for being safe and happy. It's going to make you feel freer and freer. And you're at peace with what's going on in this moment in your body, in your family, in your friends, your community, your state, country, and this world. And may it so be. Let's take some gentle breaths. Another deep breath. And maybe a little sound vocalization if you want. And one more time. And I invite you to do the lymphatic massage, and then we'll do a little chanting. So take your fingers, gently press against your nose, taking 6 deep breaths, and it should feel like an ant touching you. You see that crease on my face? It's very little, and that's the amount of pressure. If you have a headache, you're pressing way too hard. So gently upward motion versus down, or you can do downward. See whatever makes you feel you breathe better. So if you go up, I breathe better, or do I breathe better by pushing down a little? So see what it feels like. And let's take 6 deep breaths. So nice inhale and exhale. Doing that again. Maybe gently, ease up on your pressure. Just make sure it's very light. I have to remind myself that. Let's do that again. 4th in breath. And 2 more. And one last one. Letting that go. For me, it feels like an instant, like, oh, where was I? Was I sleeping? Right? Gently going down the face 5 times. Just a very gentle pressure. Very loving. Over the side, over the ears. And again. All right, now we get to do the hair. I always like to, you can comb through your hair, or you can, whatever feels good for you. Going over the top of the head and leading to the clavicle. All right, now we go behind the ear, leading to the clavicle. And the other side. All right, and now we're going to do the chest. So under the chest, sweeping around and leading to the clavicle 5 times. You can have your arm up or down. For me, it feels easier to have it up. And then we go up and over the chest. So, or straight across, however you're built. And then we're going to go on the edge of the sternum, on the side that you were at, and go all the way up, starting at kind of where the rib cage starts, leading to the clavicle upward. All right, now we're going to do the other side, sweeping around. And one more time, then up and over or across, leading it to the clavicle. And then on the sternum. And this is a great routine. Most of you know or do it to do every day. In the shower, it's even better. They say lymphatic work is best skin on skin. So grab your scarf or towel, jacket, whatever is a cloth material. And then we're going to wrap it with the other arm and do 5 upward strokes between the shoulder blades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're going to do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the last one is downward motions. Yay, so that's a nice self-care technique that I love to do every day. And let's do the chanting. I also love that. I love that vibration resonance. A lot of times I forget to do it. So grab a sip of water. You can even gargle. That makes you feel good. It does for me. And let's do O, like a nice om, chest sound. Ooh, like throat. And then E, and then sinuses. So that's our intention. 5 times each. So a nice deep breath. Om. And one more time. Taking a moment to Soften in the body, notice what you feel. In an ideal world, if you're doing this on your at home, I would say wait 2 minutes. But to save time, we're gonna go into the next one. The next one is the ooh sound, kind of the throat ooh. And you might feel it tingling on your tips and your lips as well. So let's begin. And one more time. Taking a moment to notice what's going on in our body. Feeling softer, feeling lighter. Like I said, if you're doing it at this home, take a 2-minute break, ideally, just because it increases more nitric oxide in your nasal in your body, which helps kills bug critters and has so many good health benefits. There's a link on my website to a video about somebody who actually wrote about it, nitric oxide breathing, chanting. All right, let's do the last one, and it will be the E sounds, and try to talk really nasally, like up there, okay? So, you know, like that, but we're going to make the E sound. All right, so let's begin. Two more times. And one more. Taking a moment. Feeling that release, the softness, the lightness, sense of euphoria. Just a simple act of chanting, doing your lymphatic work and then chanting. There's just a beautiful thing that happens. And hopefully you're feeling that in this moment. If we had more time, I would love to do overtone, which maybe we could just do it once, which it's like making 2 vowel sounds and letting it hang in the middle, and it creates this overtone. So let's just do that once, making an E going to ooh sound. Just so you can experience, if you've not heard it before, if you're watching this video like, what the heck is an overtone? So let's do it once. That was a really long one, but you could, if hopefully you could hear that little overtone. So I highly recommend playing with that when you are at home. And if we had more time, we would do that, a whole bunch of those, because that's really fun and funky, and exciting at the same time. So I welcome you to come back in this body in this moment, and I really thank you for coming. Hopefully you feel lighter, more refreshed on this Monday. And I'm going to end the recording. So thank you so much for coming. And I'll have the people, if you want to say how you're feeling. So let me